Another day, another hole. Going through these canyons. Going through these canyons every day is a little bit sketchy, but we have a ton to pour today. We are going to make so much progress on this foundation. The guys are loading up the concrete mixer, getting it loaded up with sand, gravel, and cement to start pouring more of these columns. And while they do that, Kaylee and I are going to be working on installing more of these metal plates up here. By the way, this is 16 feet up off the ground. Have I told you guys I'm terrified of heights? But have we told you guys that our house is going to be 25 feet on top of these pillars? That means that when we're putting the roof on, we're gonna do some 30 feet up in the air. So I better get over this pretty quick. But believe it or not, today we're actually gonna be bringing up the main metal support beams that are gonna be going on these concrete pillars going up in the air. Yeah, we're gonna pick those up and drive them up here. And we live in the middle of the jungle, so that's gonna be quite an effort, but more on that later.
You want me to focus
Actually, I'll
on
get you
doing
set
this?
up, and then when you're drilling, I'll be moving stuff over there.
I think I can do this. I think I can do it.
Okay. Kaylee's gonna be on hole cutting duty. We have so many holes to drill in this super thick metal seal. And while she does that, I got the plasma cutter here, and I have this massive sheet of metal down here. And I need to get as much of this metal cut up before the rain comes in, because then I can keep working. This whole house build is about how efficient can we be while getting 30 to 40 inches of rain this month. And if you guys don't know, that's more than most states get in a whole year. Go on, Bobby! Anytime I'm doing anything fun, I love getting everyone involved. So I got Rodrigo on the plasma cutter now. And it's like cutting metal with a laser beam. This thing is way too much fun.
So we just finished drilling the 1/2 inch holes. We're now moving on to the 3/4 inch holes. This is gonna be the final hole size. This plate is officially done. I'm feeling so much more confident with this machine. It definitely intimidated me in the beginning, but now that I feel like I finally get the hang of it, the first few times I tried it, it just kept getting hung up, it kept getting stuck. But I'm realizing the name of the game is to just go slow and steady. This thing here is also super helpful because it's basically a guide that tells you how deep you're going into the metal, and I kind of have a better idea on when I'm halfway through and when I'm about to pop through all the way through. So super happy with how this is going. It's definitely going to be a lot quicker than I initially thought. Rodrigo is over here having an absolute blast.
We're killing it right now, honey.
With the laser beam.
We're drilling holes, Rod's cutting with the plasma cutter, the guys finished up their first column. It's only been like 3 hours, we're killing it right now.
The rain is about to come. You can see it. You can feel it.
It's getting there, it's deep. You wanna give it a rip?
Yeah.
What do you think about this thing, dude?
Dude, this is fun.
Is it a little intimidating?
At the beginning it is, but after you get like the little... It's like welding.
It's like welding.
After you get like the hang of it, it's like...
Why don't we have this when we build it? That is,
It's definitely a lot prettier than the first one.
no, we're getting better and better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can reach.
You're also far away from that.
I'm gonna get it up there, and then Kaylee, you can move it.
So basically we've come up with a new technique of marking these little rebars on the metal. And basically what we do is we just do 4 little lines. So we do 1 here, 1 there, 1 here, and then on this side. So we just mark 4 lines, and then once we take it off, we just mark the middle of where those 4 lines are. Let's see how I did, honey. It's my first time marking.
Yeah, I think you did all right.
That was my circle.
Fashion show. Dang, honey, you are looking fabulous. Where are you going?
to our school.
Well, you're gonna be the most beautiful girl in class, that's what I think. The rain's coming in right now, and it's gonna get heavy, but the good news is I have this tent set up, and I got myself in the perfect spot to get underneath this thing and just drill a bunch of holes. 32 holes to be exact. I'm gonna be on this drill press for a while. I think I'll probably be on it all the way until the sun sets, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. This might be even too much for this tarp. For some reason it kind of holds. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna abort the mission. This is too much. Too much. Everything is flooding. Is that over there? Wow. That was quick. That didn't work out the way I wanted at all. All right, let's give this another shot, shall we? It's back again. I'm gonna try and keep going this time. This is just how construction is gonna be for the next 8 to 9 months. Gonna have to get a lot of these, I think. And preferably without holes. I don't know why you would put holes. Now we need to start getting these plates up on top of there. One of the hardest parts of this whole house build is these plates. Every single one needs to be perfectly level. This needs to be totally level with every other plate that goes all the way down. And you might think that that's easy, but it's a lot harder than it looks. The good thing is I have a laser level, which makes this a heck of a lot easier.
George's getting the plate on. Took him a couple minutes to kind of rearrange the rebar a little bit, push him around a little bit to get it to fit like a glove. But now it is. He's now just getting the plate in and then getting it level. That's very important.
There it is, ready to go. Now we just need to weld this plate in place.
Every once in a while, Jordan and I just look at each other and we're just like, insane. We're building a freaking house, baby.
What are we doing?
Chickies.
But that color is not like the cake.
No, this is like concrete color, huh? The name of the game is to get the right consistency before we pour it, and I think I did a pretty darn good job. What is this stuff? It says on the bag it's grout, but I keep calling it concrete. Call it grout, call it concrete. Non-shrink grout, okay. Non-shrink grout. Non-Newtonian fluid.
What?
That's what it's called.
Non-Newtonian? Oh.
The kind of like liquid it is.
Oh. What's Newtonian mean?
I don't know.
Doesn't follow Newton's laws?
Maybe.
Got it. Okay, we got the form up here, and I got a big old bucket of grout. Now, just gotta carefully pour it in there. Oh yeah, baby. Honey, let me know if you see any like leaking out, especially on the back. There's a little gap, but I think it's thick enough that it's not gonna. It's not there yet. Well, we got some problems. It's all leaking out. It's almost like it lifted up a little bit, and now it's all just running down the sides. I think I'm gonna let that set up a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and go with the second batch, just to kind of stabilize those little gaps a little bit. This came on quick and heavy. Look at this. Oh my goodness, bro. This is all just looks like a river now. It is downpouring. Wow. Our foundation is underwater. Look at this. Those are the seismic beams. Oh my goodness, it's like a freaking... You could get a kayak in here. Kayak through all this. This is how much water... It's been 1 hour. And look at all this water. One of my favorite things about this, about making videos and putting them on the internet, is you guys. Because with you guys have given us so many tips and so much advice, so much guidance on this whole house build, on this whole farm build, and on telling us everything that we're messing up on. And one of the things you guys call us out on, which I thank you very much for, is all the times that we don't have the proper safety equipment on. And now I feel like it's my turn to do this with you guys, because today on the internet, if you're not using a VPN, it's like me not using these safety glasses when I cut metal. Today, I might not get a metal shard in my eye if I cut a piece of metal without glasses on, but eventually I will. And that's why we take on the sponsor Surfshark, because VPNs these days are so important, and Surfshark is the VPN that we use. These days, the internet is full of data brokers, hackers, scammers, people that are trying to get your information and make money off of it. Like, do you guys get a bunch of scam calls and scam texts of people that are trying to get your credit card information? That's because most likely someone got your phone number and sold it to scammers that are based off-seas in other countries. And now that information's out there, they're gonna keep calling you and they're gonna keep trying to get your money. And one of the best ways you can protect yourself is to use a VPN. And we highly recommend Surfshark because it's so easy to use and it makes sure to keep you safe. What Surfshark does is it puts a middleman in between you and anyone trying to get your personal and private information. They're like safety glasses, but for your phone and your computer and your tablet. And one of the big reasons we use Surfshark is it's so easy to use. All you do is click Quick Connect here, and now I'm connecting to a server in Salt Lake City. And you can see now I'm connected, and now every website that I go on thinks that I am based in Salt Lake City. All my information is encrypted because it's all going through a middleman. If you're not using a VPN, I highly recommend Surfshark, and the good news is you can check out our description down below, and people who watch this channel, they're giving a special deal too, that if you use promo code THENOMADIC, you will get 4 extra months for free. It'll also help our channel out a bunch because sponsors like this help us do everything that we're doing here on Lola's Farm. So check out Surfshark down in the description below, and thank you so much, Surfshark, for sponsoring this video. I felt like I was, when you ever see that show, what's the show, Shirley Temple, and she's just like eating the chocolates as they're going down the conveyor belt? That's what that felt like trying to scoop the concrete as was falling out and putting it back in. We have a lot more of these to do, so I have to come up with a better system than what we used yesterday. I'm a little afraid to take this form off. I'm a little worried to see what's underneath. But when you have grout that doesn't follow Newton's physics, that's what it's called. What is it?
Newtonian.
When it's non-Newtonian, you never know what to expect. Oh. Hey, it looks pretty good. Hey! Who needs Newton's laws, dude? It comes out a lot better when you don't have any Newton's laws involved.
So George's just getting this one nice and level, and I'm hoping that he's gonna let me weld this morning. Whenever we start welding for the first time in months and months, it's always a fight who does the welding, because both Jordan and I genuinely love to weld. I know Rodrigo feels the same way. It's like when you put the welder away for a while and you bring it back out, it's like, ooh, who's gonna be the one that does it today? Eventually, when we have all of these metal beams going up, horizontal, vertical, there's gonna be so much metal work to come. We're probably gonna end up having like 2, 3, maybe even 4 welders at a time. But for now, we only have 1. So I'm hoping that Jord lets me weld this metal plate this morning.
This is done.
Is it done?
Who's welding?
You gonna let me weld this time? Hey, you got the last plate.
You don't have any long sleeves?
I got it right here. I just gotta put it on.
You got your nice pants on.
These are my nice pants. All right, it's done, baby. Those were some fat welds. What do you think, honey?
Pretty good, sweetie. If you're ready to do a lot more of this. 'Cause it's only just begun.
It is only just begun.
see how this fits. So we have these little gaps going around the bottom, and this is where all the non-shrink grout was just leaking out yesterday, but I got a plan for this.
So what's your mad scientist plan?
I'm gonna take a little bit of this, mix with just a little bit of water, and then I'm just gonna dry pack around the outsides to seal them. And then we probably, hopefully, ideally, won't have those problems anymore. You make it into a ball, and it feels hard. And then the second you stop moving it.
Yeah, that's insane, huh?
All right, there's kind of the solution. I just packed all of this in here, going all the way around. It should work. It doesn't need to look pretty right now. All this is gonna be covered in something called repello, which is like a thin layer of cement and sand. So none of this really matters too much. This stuff is pretty challenging to mix to because anytime you give it a little bit of force, it gets hard. And then if you mix it slowly, it like acts like liquid.
Oh, the
Oh, the boy, she wants to love us. She wants to love us.
What? Who did we call her?
No, that's Peppa. Peppa you were calling or something, huh?
Dookie.
We're gonna find out really shortly if this is a good idea or not. Let me know if you see any grouts seeping down the outsides.
So far, so good. I don't see any drips pouring out. So I think George's idea worked.
This I'm all gonna wire brush and grind down smooth at a future date, but all of this is what I just poured in here, and we're ready to go. We're ready to go on to the next one.
George's officially placing plate number 4. So we have this one, and this one done. That one was just poured, it's now drying. Now he's putting the plate on number 4.
Yes.
Then, baby.
When it goes on, it goes on, feels so good.
I know. Sometimes it just takes so long to get this metal piece into the rebar. It's like a very, very challenging puzzle.
Oh man. That's not supposed to happen. This sledgehammer is 3 weeks old. And I would say if you're gonna build a sledgehammer, don't make it out of wood. Dang, I only have a ½ inch to go on this plate too, and I'm done. All right, we're out of here. We got to go and get the main metal support beams for our house. This is something that I have been dreading, concerned about, but also excited about, because these are massive I-beams that we're going to be using as all the major supports for the house. I think they're going to be huge, and I think they're going to be heavy. Well, I know they're huge because they're 40 feet long, and they're so heavy and so big that the truck couldn't even get close to our farm. We need to drive 30 minutes down the mountain to go and pick them up. They're so long that we're gonna have to go down and cut them up into pieces to get them up here. And I think we're gonna be able to bring up like 2 at a time.
That's insane.
And we probably need like 100 beams for our whole house, honey.
Oh my.
Whose idea was it to build this freaking house?
I don't know, honey.
Whatever happened to the tiny house?
Yeah, whatever happened to the tiny house? Can we just go back to that? I'm actually so excited right now to see what these beams look like. This is the material that we're going to be working with for the next probably year.
Right here, do you see a big stack of metal beams anywhere? It's gotta be right over here.
Right over there? Are those them?
Might be.
Those must be them over there.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Oh no.
This dog at this place is literally just hugging Iberto's leg. Oh. Hey, cutie. Yay. So our architect just met us here, and we were kind of trying to talk through a plan, figure out what the best thing to do.
This is overwhelming, you guys. This is insane. Welcome to Panama. We're just gonna cut these beams in half. We were talking about cutting them to the exact length. We're just gonna cut them in half, call them a day, try to get some of these beams up, and go from there. Crazy. It's too dangerous to cut those beams, because especially with all the angles, I'm getting a lot of kickback. So these guys have oxygen cutter. It's different than a plasma cutter, I guess.
It's basically just a very, 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 very strong, hot flame that is going to cut through this metal. And basically they told us they would help us out with this, probably for some price, but we need to go to the hardware store, go get a replacement one of these tanks, because theirs is empty.
¿Mucho peso o no?
Sí, pesa regular. Vamos a llevar el carro, tío.
Okay.
Tráigalo, pues.
This house build so far has been such a learning curve. Remember how we decided we were gonna build 2 houses and a bathroom before we built our house, honey? And we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna know what we're doing. We're gonna be so confident in this thing.
Well, imagine if we were doing this day one. I feel like I would be in the fetal position crying right
Oh,
now.
100%, yeah. That's the thing about building here in Panama. Man, has it been such a learning curve. And just when you think like you really got it down, I mean, we're working with pieces of metal that are so big we've never worked with before. So this is a new playing field for us. Tank is full, it's in the back. Let's go see what this fire shooting machine is all about, honey.
I'm scared.
I'm a little nervous.
This guy's gonna help us with cutting all these beams. I've never seen this method before. I can't wait. I'm literally so excited. I can't wait to see how this goes.
We're all just like sitting here like anticipating, so stoked. Lighting it with the pink lighter, classic.
So. No way, dude.
It basically just looks like a butane torch.
How come we don't have one of these, dude?
This is way faster than the plasma cutter. It just cuts like butter. Done. It's done. It's already done. Yeah.
Hermano, necesito uno de este.
¿Cuál? Esto de acá.
Necesito uno de este.
Ah, sí.
So it's basically a mixture of propane and oxygen, and that's what makes the flame. That thing cuts so fast. It literally took 2 minutes. With the plasma cutter, probably would take, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. Angle grinder, at least an hour. This is gonna be the way that we're gonna be cutting these beams, for sure. Whether we use this guy or we end up getting one of these ourselves, man, is that thing powerful. This is definitely the first time I've ever seen one of these machines like working in person. Oh my gosh, is it so intimidating.
Ok, ahí mismo. ¿Pa una?
Now the name of the game is to get these bad boys up to Lola's farm safe and sound. So we're gonna be strapping this thing down very strong.
Okay, we're good to go. That's 1 beam out of 20 something. And those 20 something are just for the roof. Still have all the floor to do too. So maybe 1 out of like 40 or 50.
Here we go, baby.
All right, you got 1 job. We're gonna just keep our eye on these beams as we're driving up this road, and if you see them start to wiggle at all,
Holler.
it's hard to tell on camera, but we are driving up a pretty steep slope right now, and it's just gonna get steeper up here, and we're just gonna keep going up all the way up into that canyon up there. That's where our farm is. Who decided to build a house up here, honey? Whose idea was this?
We made it to the bottom of our dirt road, no problem, which I didn't really have any anxiety about that part. This part though, does stress me out a little bit.
Don't worry, honey, we're gonna be fine.
Woo! We made it, baby.
Let's go.
We made it. Safe and sound. Now we just gotta get these off of the truck.
All right, let's see what we can do about getting these things off without it tilting and smashing my windshield. That would be terrible. Okay, we got one. Just one more to go. So I ended up running back down and taking one more trip up. So we got 4 beams up here, ready to go. Many more to go, but I think we're gonna be able to get someone with a dump truck that's gonna be able to bring up like 14 at a time. We'll see. Getting up here is quite a challenge, but we'll see how it goes on the next one. But before I leave you guys, I wanna let you know that just the other day, I did my first podcast with my buddy Cole, who has made some appearances on this channel. And I just wanna link it down below. Give his podcast a little shout out by The Drip. So if you kind of wanna see our story, our coming here to Panama, the story of us coming here to Panama, and the story of us creating our coffee business, I'll link that podcast down below. Go give the podcast and go give Cole some love. He's a great dude, but this is where I'm leaving you guys. I'll see you on the next one.